already do an episode, but when I went to edit it, I realized that it was unusually grainy and slightly more choppy than it should have been. So I went into all my settings and stuff, and I looked at my stuff, and I had been recording in the wrong codec, and it was recording in the wrong resolution at the wrong frame rate. So, so that's, you know, quite a few issues there. But you know, it's all right. It's whatever. I want to get this item, but these guys are really. There we go. Yay! I got it. Oh, go away, guys. I don't want to fight you. I just want to go fight the lady in the tower, I guess is what I'm going to call her. Yeah, so this is Absolver. It's a lot of fun. You, like, make your own combos and all that good stuff. You guys... I want you to leave. Ugh. No, thank you. Why can't I? I want to just... Yeah, thank you. Let me go. So, anyway, there we go. So anyway, yeah, I did an episode, and that was pretty good. I'm kind of bummed out I lost it. It was a really good episode, but hey guys, we're back. Or I am. Luke did. Luke and I finally got our computers, you know, where they need to be, being upgraded, not total chunks of junk. And you know, I got on top of that, I got a new mic. You might notice. In fact, I got 2 new mics, and one of them got busted on me really quick in. So there are only a couple episodes that are going to be heavily edited, by the way. Not in any unfortunate way. I'm pretty excited about it. But it'll be a while before they're out, because I haven't gotten that much experience with editing, frankly. It's fun, but I don't really have much experience with it, so it takes a lot longer for me to do it than your typical editor. Yeah, but, oh gosh, this sucks. I want you to leave me alone, person. Don't use your swords on me. Swords hurt. So this is actually this game is almost entirely PvP. Or all the good parts are, at least, I would say. Not all of them. But, yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. It's hard to describe. There's a lot going on. So you might notice that little wheel at the bottom there. That wheel determines which of my attack sets I'm using and whether or not I can block an attack that somebody else throws at me. Which is crazy. I mean, you know, just think about that for a second. It's like that already, like, opens up a ton of possibility. Even if you just have a couple different classes that have different, you know, movesets, it would be insane. But no, they took it one step further, and you unlock... You might have seen when I was fighting him, and when I beat him, there's little circles around him. Those are moves that I have learned or am learning. And, you know, when you learn one, it goes away. You know, it says... or the circle stops showing up, because it's like, you did it, good job, you have that move now. And you basically make your own combos. And there's a lot that goes into making a combo. I don't think I've ever been this way. I don't know what's over here. This is really cool. Huh. It's a beautiful area, that's for sure. Am I in the Cortrin? I fucking am, aren't I? Look at this. Or I don't know if that's even what it's called. I don't pronounce things, but Yeah, it is the Orton Quarter. That's so cool. Oh, this is a person. Oh, well, I'll kill him and then revive him. That way he at least has full health. He's pretty low. Yeah, that's cool, actually. It's funny. Killing people, even if you're in co-op with them, can be actually helpful. So I want to look at this. I got 5 of those. I'm going to do that, too. I'm in the wrong menu. Equipment. I got that tunic, and I want to look at it, because I like those guys. That's cute. You know what? Let's repair it. Yeah, I'll repair it. And let's dye it. That's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And it'll bump my damage up a little bit, too. It's an Orat keeper thing. Put my Orat gloves on there. I'll dye those. Bam. Oh, man, I look so cool. Look at that. I look like such a cool person. I'm going to maybe throw on some different shoes. Yeah, why not? I'll throw those on. Got my forest keeper shoes on. What are these dyed in? Oh, those are dark? What do these look like? Alright, well, let's go to the belts. My damage is pretty high. If I dye that... Oh, that's art. I don't need to. That's good. Well... I'll leave it. Yeah, I look cool now. I look really cool now. Whoosh, got so much flowy stuff on me. Look at all that. Maybe, well, hold on. Let's look at... What could I... Ooh, that's pretty cool. Ooh. Badass. Slow, though. Yeah, I'll throw this one on. I think I like this one better with this coat rather than this one. This one's too bushy for this. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I am so low on salvage. Wow. That's not good. I'm like I need to save that shit up. Salvage is stuff you can like use it to buy some items and shit. It's pretty useful. I'll keep those ones. Take those. Sorry if I'm inconsistent about uploading. That's going to be the case for a while. I'm very busy with stuff. My schooling's going pretty cool, though. I'm doing a project right now, or I'm in the middle of one, where I'm talking about how video games talk for school about how video games, you know, portray humanity and its relationship with nature and stuff like that. It's a very interesting piece so far. And those are just in like in a like audio podcast sort of format. I was actually surprised my teachers were okay with letting me do it in that way, but hey, you never know until you ask, right? So, you know, and that's something that always, ooh, sexy. I'm gonna keep what I have on there. But you know, it's like for anybody who's out there and is like, you know, if you're doing something for school, you really don't know if your teachers are gonna be all right with you doing something unless you just ask them. So because I've proposed ridiculous stuff, and my teachers have been totally down for it. Would you know? So it's like don't rule it out just because you know you think somebody might not agree with you. My girlfriend has done that quite a bit, and I feel like she's maybe not missed any opportunities because of it, but she, I don't know, I guess she just kind of psychs herself out, and you know you should never do that. Always try to remember that your ideas are good ideas most of the time. um, yeah, and you know that's something that took me a long time to come to you know to get comfortable with, but it's an important thing. So yeah, I yeah, the games I'm talking about though, one of them was The Last of Us, which, you know, I mean, everybody knows, or well, maybe not everybody. Lots of people know The Last of Us. You know, fungus zombies, and one of the really interesting things about that was I played it a long time ago around when it first came out, and then you know, for this project, I replayed it again. So I have and you know, it was weird because it was a while ago. You know, this is 2013, so it's like a couple years. You know, you grow up a lot in a couple years, and yeah, I have a very different perspective on the game, because it's a very mature game, and I wasn't very mature compared to how I am now, you know, and so it was like it was really strange thing to realize and to have that shift. But you know, it makes me think for people who like the people who know Gerard the Completionist, great guy, love his stuff. You know, for people who play video games like him, people who can, you know, perfectly like frame perfect run Super Metroid or something like that. It's like, well, how has your perspective on the game shifted just because you've played it so many times? You know, I mean, it's like if you played one game and you played just that game for, you know, weeks, months on end, you know, that game's not going to be as fun. Which is why I have so many games. I have a Steam library pump, you know, it's probably over, oh, it's a bit over 100 games now, which is maybe not the most, but it's quite a bit. And, you know, it's funny, I actually was able to do that because I did a little bit of volunteer work in politics, and I ended up getting an internship with them. So, and that I was pretty young when I did that. I was one of the younger people in Oregon politics working at the time. So, I mean, you know, really cool opportunity. I'm very glad I took it, but it would have been a very easy one to miss just if I hadn't enjoyed doing any of the volunteer work. I wouldn't have been, you know, totally down for it. I was kind of put in a position where my dad, you know, my grades weren't the best. So he said, you know, if your grades aren't the best, then, you know, you got to have a reason. So he made me come in and work with him. It was fast. It was a very interesting approach, but I really did enjoy it. It was just phone fundraising too, which doesn't sound like it would be the most enjoyable experience, and for some people it's definitely not. But being able to talk about, you know, just to talk to all these other people and get their opinion on what's going on in the world right now is very eye-opening. You know, you hear a lot of stories about, one of the things, the thing that I got into it with was about college tuition. And, you know, I heard a lot of really fascinating stories, and some of them very upsetting about, you know, how crippling that kind of debt can be. So, you know, it was kind of heavy for somebody my age, honestly, but it was a good experience. And, you know, I will say though, doing that kind of work made me much better as a writer. I don't write very much, but I do pride myself on how good or how capable of a storyteller I can be. I very much value stories and what people can learn with them. And I'm a lot better of a story writer because I worked in that field for a little bit. And, it's, well, how does politics translate to stories? And it doesn't really, but the skill sets you learn from working in politics to any level, actually, teaches you how to... Oh, I gotta be level 60. Rough. Alright. Anyway, it teaches you to be able to go off script but stay true to a certain message, is I guess what I'm saying. And that's a really useful skill. Anyway, I'm gonna end this off here. But hey, it's cool to be back with you guys, and you'll see Luke and I do some episodes together here soon, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, remember, I love you. I'll talk to you guys later.